What's going on, guys? This is Mando Traders and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the market and what I think is happening. Why is it crashing? Do I think it's going to keep going down? Is it going to rebound? Are we going to have a V-shaped recovery? All those questions will be answered on my own personal opinion. So if you guys are watching the news, of course, not this type of news. However, if you guys are watching the news, I want you guys to kind of do follow the news for now, because there's a lot of important information coming out and you got to make your best judgment or your best call on what do you think is going to happen. Obviously, I share that with my group on my Discord group, which is on the link down below on the description. So make sure you do click on that link. It's free to sign up, so don't worry about paying anything. However, I do ask for you guys that if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. I do make videos about the market and what I think is going to happen, and some of the plays that I usually do. Mostly I play UGAZ and DGAZ, so make sure you guys stay tuned and I'll see you shortly. So what's going on, guys? This is one of what traders. I'm going to be talking about the market, what's happening, what I've been doing. You know, I'm very blessed that I did very great last week, and I decided to start a new challenge of bringing an account from $300 on my Tastyworks account over to $20,000 in a month to see if I can get it done. So far, it's about $3,000, so I was able to bring it up to like 15% of my target, which, you know, it's very awesome in my opinion. But besides that, let's see what's going on. So what have I been watching? So one of the things I've been watching is the way the market is reacting to the news. We saw it dipping, I believe it was 218. I started noticing signs of weakness due to the coronavirus. So I've been watching the coronavirus. I've been watching the updates, what's going on, how many people are getting infected, how many people are surviving, is it increasing, decreasing, is it plateauing, is it staying the same? You know, I'm looking for signs of life, basically, that the market is going to come back up. Everybody's worried about what's going on. Everybody's worried about what can happen. And from what I'm seeing is, I think that things will get worse before they get even better. I do think that either we are going to double bottom at that 2,900 area, or two, we're going to keep going down to something around 2,700 on the S&P 500. This is based on the monthly chart, which I'm going to be showing to you, and some other technical indicators. So let's get started. First, I did start seeing signs of weakness on about 218. So let me show you on 218 what I started seeing. So I took it with my phone. On 218, I said, you know what? I started seeing some type of weakness. This might be the first time that, well, it was the first time that the EMAs crossed. You know, EMA 9 crossed the 55, it crossed the 100 in the 1 hour chart. That was the first time in several weeks that it did that. And then it kind of bounced back from there. But that was the first time that was telling me, hey, this might start getting pretty bad. We were able to hit about almost 3,400 in the market after that initial dip, but that was the first time I noticed weakness. And I, like you guys are reading this, it rejected from 55, so I was watching it to see if I was going to recover. Otherwise, I was going to follow the downtrend. Now, that was the first time. The second time was actually in my Discord chat. I was telling them about what I was watching in the 4 hour. So when it did bounce back, which was March 1st. So when was March 1st? March 1st was a Sunday. It's when it opened. It's how I rebounded. I did told everybody on my group saying, I'm like, hey, it's rebounding. You know, March 1st we saw it go up, which was great. But then I said, watch on the 4 hour for EMA 55. Most likely it's going to reject from there. And it actually did reject. It came back down, tested again, the EMA 55. And that's when, for a third time, which was yesterday, I was kind of sharing my thoughts on it. A lot of people said I was crazy, but I'm like, you know what? Everybody has their own point of view, and I respect that. But I said, you know what? From here, definitely is going down, because I saw several things. And if you guys don't believe me, I mean, I did posted this. This was yesterday at 6:14. What can you do 6:14? Well, if you trade futures, you could have played it, but also you could have bought, you could have shorted SPY, you could have bought TVIX, you could have done a lot of stuff. I mean, it's up to you, but I did post it right over here, right there. It says, pips, you can look at it any way you want, but on the daily, it looks like S&P minus rejected from EMA 9 on the daily chart. 3 different days on the session, but right there it had this is actually based on the daily. On the daily it rejected 3 times, right? And I saw the candles, how it got rejected 1, twice, thrice, or 3 times. For the 3rd time it actually rejected, right? And I also said something to keep in mind. Looks like a giant dead cat bounce. And I asked for your thoughts. Some people were nice enough. The other thing that I did post there right after it was that you could have considered this a double top based on the 2 trading sessions on the 1-hour chart. All depends if it's able to break below EMA 55 and EMA 9, which it did, right? So that's another one with the cherry on top. Actually, if you guys look at the picture, I drew 2 cherries on top. If that wasn't enough, right here. Somebody was telling me that my bear flag was kind of off. Well, at that point, it was not a bear flag. It was a bearish wedge, which if you guys see that, which I'm going to have to fix it for you really quick, move it around so you guys can see it. How about that? There you go. If you guys can see that, it also was creating a bearish wedge, which it did broke below that, and it kept going. There it is. You guys can see. Let me put this on the daily. This is when I took the picture at 3:34 p.m. I just say my opinion, and this is just an opinion. Think of it of what you want, because a lot of people get mad because they're bullish. I'm like, don't get mad. It's just an opinion. I see a huge daily bear flag. And what happens? Daily bear flag breaks, and it goes down. And based on the EMAs, if you guys are looking at the monthly, so let's get rid of this. By the way, interested in following me on Twitter and Stock Tweets, I highly suggest you do. That's when I post my my videos, or where I post my videos in case you guys want to watch it. Make sure you guys do follow me there, or follow me also in my Discord group, which is down the link below. So make sure you click on that right there. I gotta get my finger right because the way the camera's reflected is right there. So just keep in mind, my Twitter account has an underscore at the beginning. My Stock Tweets account does not have an underscore at the beginning, but I usually do both of them at the same time. However, my Discord group gets the first feedback on what I think is going on. And the second one goes over to Stock Tweets and Twitter. And then finally, I make a YouTube video, which I'm doing that today. So make sure you guys are following me on that. So let's get back to business. So again, the daily flag, it broke down finally. So we've been in an uptrend since 09. Since 09, the S&P has been finally in a monthly uptrend, and it has not stopped. It kept going and going and going. We've been going in our RSI above 70 for several months. Several months. Here we were very high, extremely high. You guys saw that bounce back, and it came back up. Sound bounce back, finally touched. This was back in towards the end of 2018 when everything was extremely low. All the prices were very low, and now we are doing the same. Just I want you guys to take a look at right here, top left corner on my screen, the sell volume for so far for the month. It is about 63% sell, 36% buy. Make that information whatever you want it to be. So I'm just relaying that information. It's about 63% sell on the sell side, 36% on the buy side. Now, what do I think is going to happen? I think it's going to keep dropping, honestly. This is the 4-hour chart, right? It broke my little squiggly line, and we see the double top right over here. That cat bounce again, tried to make a higher high. It couldn't make a higher high. It was a lower high, and now we are going towards their lower low. So we might see a little bounce back over here right about 30.29, 30.30, and then keep dropping and dropping and dropping. So based on the monthlies again, which is going to be at around, I think we're going to touch this EMA EMA 55 on the monthly, it's going to be about 2600. So about 2600, that's when I think it's going to hit and probably bounce right back. But again, I'm not saying, oh, that's exactly what's going to happen. Anything can happen. You can have more news. The vaccine was developed. There's no more cases of people getting infected. I don't know what could happen. That's why I'm always watching the news to make sure I stay up to date on what's going on. So that being said, so what am I following for my intraday plays? I like to watch a lot my 1 hour charts, right? Because that gives me a good like intraday play where I should get in. So notice little dead cross. We were still below this EMA 100, bounced back, tried to go a higher high, rejected from the Fibonacci retracement lane, which was 50%. That it so happens that it is also where you rejected the first time, you rejected the second time, and it's a double top, and it also correlates with the 1 hour Fibonacci. It also correlates with the 4 hour EMA 55. So you got a lot of stuff going on for you. You got EMA 55, you got Fibonacci, you got 1 hour, 2 hours. It's very important to look at several other time frames and really look at the big picture. Anyways, that being said, I did say, somebody asked me what I think about the 2980. 2980 was going to be a good support. So if it's going to bounce, it's going to bounce from here. Otherwise, I do believe it's going to keep going down because the news are not getting any better. So those are my thoughts on the market. Now let's go over to natural gas. Okay, peeps. So natural gas, what do I think what's going to happen? Well, anyways, I did got in right around 1.80 and I bought puts for UNG. Now, did I thought it was going to go up again and again and then come down? No, I didn't thought it was going to go up again. I thought it was actually going to go down. But sometimes, buyers want to test that Fibonacci retracement at 50% on the 1 hour. You got rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, got rejected, and it finally started dropping. Now, what do I think is happening with natural gas? Natural gas, we're in the widowmaker months. The supply, the production is still very high. We are seeing some rig counts going lower. So that means the rigs that produce the natural gas and oil and all that stuff is going down. So that's actually a bullish sign. But I don't think it's enough at the moment because we're still not going towards summer. So again, I said towards the end of March, I'm going to start turning bullish. So if I see it hitting that 1.65 again, I'm going to start adding positions for the long term. I'm going to start adding calls towards the end of July, the end of August on natural gas on UNG. Why do I like UNG? Because UNG has a lower spread than if you were to do Boyle calls or if you were to do Gas L, which Gas L runs out of oil and natural gas at the same time, and I'm not going to do that. So natural gas for now, I'm still bearish. The way it's looking, it looks like a straight line. That cross happened on my EMAs. EMA 9 just went straight down, non-stop. It went all the way down. It crossed the 55, it crossed the 100, and it's still going down. We are going to find our first level of support. It acted support several times at around 1.733. And from there, once we break it, we will see it go lower. I'm thinking again towards 1.65, where we see a technical bounce. But most likely, when market open tomorrow, I am going to sell my position on natural gas. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to sell my position. So hopefully you guys do like the video. If there's something you guys want to know besides just the markets, or if there's a specific stock you guys want me to talk about, make sure you put it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think, and then I'll make sure that I make more videos towards, cater towards you guys, because you guys are the viewers, and I will be more than happy on providing that to you guys. So make sure you guys stay green. Make sure you guys are covering your faces with masks if possible, which is not the real solution. But wash your hands. Don't touch anything you shouldn't touch. I tried evading the hospital, so Teladoc. Yes, I am bullish on Teladoc, by the way, which is TDOC, ticker TDOC. I am bullish on that just because I used it before, and I just used it, over the weekend Actually, no, it was not over the weekend. It was Monday or Tuesday. I used it for my daughter, and it actually works fantastic. I don't see them stopping. I think that's going to be the next step, where you're going to be saving hundreds, even thousands of dollars just to go to the doctor. So that's something to keep in mind. TDAC, TDOC. Just because telehealth will be the future. That's gonna how a lot of people are gonna be seeing the doctors, and it's gonna be much, much, much cheaper. I noticed that some people will be getting astronomical fees for getting the test kits on coronavirus. So if you can stay at home, use the TDAC. That might not be such a bad idea. So again, guys, stay safe, stay green, and I will see you next time.